Okay, sige. Pag-usapan natin ngayon itong compass surveys. In compass surveying, just a brief introduction about compass surveying. No? It is one of the most basic and widely accepted practice method of determining the relative locations of points wherein a high degree of precision is required. So, meron tayo ditong dalawang basic operations. Una, mine-measure natin yung angle sa traverse stations. At pangalawa naman, mine-measure natin yung length ng traverse line. So may dalawang type, may dalawang klase ng traverse ng compass surveys. So ano yan? The first one is the open compass traverse. And yung pangalawa naman niya is the closed compass traverse. So kapag sinabi nating open, nakabukas siya, it consists of series of lines of known lengths and magnetic bearing which are continuous but do not return to the starting point or close upon a point of known position. Ibig sabihin, kapag sinabi nating open yung compass traverse natin, doon mula sa ating starting line, hindi siya nag-enclose. Nanatili siyang open from the starting line, hindi siya bumalik doon. Kaya yung traverse natin, naging open siya. Pag sinabi naman natin closed compass traverse, it consists of a series of lines of known lengths and magnetic bearing which forms a closed loop or begin and end at points whose position have been fixed by the other surveys or with higher precision. So, ibig sabihin, kapag sinabi naman natin closed compass traverse, nag-enclose yung ating traverse. From the starting point, nag-travel siya sa iba't ibang points and then bumalik siya doon sa ating starting point, causing the traverse to close. Okay? Dito sa ating compass surveys, makaka-encounter kayo ng dalawang variable. Okay? So, ano yung dalawang variables na ito? Latitude and departure. So, sa latitude and departure, pag sinabi natin na latitude, it is the line projection to the reference meridian o yung ating north to south line. Pag sinabi naman natin departure, line, line projection naman siya sa ating east and west line. So, east to west line naman yung kanyang nagiging line projection. Para mas maintindihan nyo, drawing natin siya. So, ito, yung ating Cartesian plane. Ito, yung ating bearing. Yung ating line, sorry. And then, ito yung ating bearing. Kapag nandyan yung bearing mo, makakakuha tayo ng departure dyan, line projection ng ating east and west. So, kung ito yung departure mo, okay, yung latitude mo naman is, ang kanyang magiging projection is south, north-south naman siya. So, ito yung magiging latitude mo. So, kung nandito yung angle natin, it lies within the north meridian, north and south meridian. Ang magiging formula natin for departure using the SOHCAHTOA or using the trigonometry, makukuha natin dyan is L sine ng beta. And for the latitude, the formula will be L cosine ng beta. So, bakit yung X, yung naging X direction na nagkaroon ng cosine? Kasi yung angle natin naglalay within the vertical. So, ibig sabihin, kung nasan yung vertical natin, yung projection niya ng cosine, doon mapupunta. Tandaan ninyo, na kung saan nandoon yung angle natin, sabihin natin, nandito naman ngayon yung angle, yung ating line projection for departure and latitude, yung x and y value natin, para makuha natin si x, magiging cosine. Ito, cosine siya. Ito naman, magiging sine. Kaya nga, dahil nga yung angle natin naglalay dito at naging bearing siya for our for our direction of lines, nandun siya naglalay sa ating north and south meridian or doon sa tinatawag natin na vertical line, ang magiging projection natin sa angle dyan to compute for the distance of departure and for the distance of departure will be sine and for the latitude sine. So not always na kapag cosine, automatic x na siya. Hindi. No. Kasi it also signifies yung x natin. It also signifies the y value natin. So kapag ganyan, kung nakasanayan ninyo, nakapag x cosine na agad, mali kayo doon. Magmamatter yon kung saan yung angle nakalocate. So pwede rin naman, kunin nyo yung alpha kung gusto nyo na cosine pa rin, yung x ninyo, tapos i-minus nyo siya sa 90 degrees. Pero kung ako sa inyo, gawin nyo, yun na nga lang, at tandaan nyo yung concept na kung saan maglalay yung angle natin na horizontal line na or yung vertical line na, doon magmamatter kung nasaan yung cosine na. Okay? Then, pag kunukuha naman natin yung linear area of closure, the LEC or the linear area of closure is given by the formula square root of CD squared plus CL squared. Okay? Ito, gumamit tayo dito ng Pythagorean theorem to compute for the linear area of closure. And for the relative position, that is LEC over P. So, ano ba yung CD? Okay? CD is the departure. Okay? CD is the departure closure. So, may formula tayo to get that one. And for CL, okay, inisin ko lang. For CD, malaking D, that is the departure closure. At kapag naman CL, that is the latitude closure. Okay? Nakukuha natin yung CD and CL when we get the summation of your departure and latitude. So, CD kapag summation ng ating departure and CL naman kapag summation ng ating latitude closure. Sa relative precision naman, that is just LEC over the traverse perimeter. Okay? So, may dalawang methods tayo for our traverse adjustments. Kapag nag-a-adjust tayo ng traverse, meron tayong dalawang methods. So, para saan ba? Bakit ba tayo nag-a-adjust, no? The procedure for computing the linear area of closure or the LEC and applying corrections to the individual latitude and departure is referred to as traverse adjustment. Pag kinukuha daw natin yung linear area of closure, ang tawag daw doon is ina-adjust natin yung ating traverse. In a what way? Kasi nga, ginagawa natin doon, kailangan precise yung makuha nating data. Kapag precise yung data na nakuha natin, kapag nag-summation tayo, wala na tayong error na makukuha. So, kino-correct natin yun by getting the linear area of closure. So, may dalawang method dito which will be the main focus of this discussion. Yung dalawang method natin, the first method is the compass rule. And the second method is the transit rule. Okay? So, sa compass rule, binibase natin dito, ina-assume natin that all lengths were measured with equal care and all angles were taken with approximately the same precision. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito sa Bowditch or compass rule, gagamit tayo ng proportional adjustment, pero the distances between stations are used in proportion to the total distance of the traverse. So, ang correction na magagamit natin using the compass or the Bowditch rule, lagyan natin dito yan. Yung correction daw niya is magagamit natin using this formula. Okay? Ang formula na magagamit natin is CD, corrections ng departure natin, is equal to the negative CD or yung ating departure closure multiplied by the distance of that course. Kapag may mga stations tayo, yung course na yon, yung distance noon over lang the perimeter. So kapag inad natin lahat ng mga sides doon, legs ng mga sides natin for each station, then kinuha natin yung summation, that will be your perimeter. Okay? For CL naman, So, sa CL naman tayo mag-base or dun sa latitude closure naman. So, negative CL, ganun pa rin d over t. Okay? So, kukunin naman natin yung correction. First, the line or L prime squared is equals to the depth prime squared. Pag sinabi nating depth prime, corrected na to. Corrected departure plus the corrected latitude per lat prime squared. Since nga na-correct na natin siya, makukuha na natin yung tamang line niya or corrected line niya. Okay? So, sa pangalawang rule naman, which tatawagin natin transit rule, sa transit rule naman, ang ginagawa naman natin dito, it is based on the assumption that all angular measurements naman are more precise than the linear precision. Ibig sabihin, linear measurements. Ibig sabihin, tinitake natin sa account natin na mas precise yung naging angle measurements niya. Okay? So, yung correction na gagawin natin dito is given by this equation. So, ganito naman yung formula natin for the corrections ng transit rule. Okay? Formula naman natin for the correction of the departure or CD is equal to negative CD multiplied by the absolute value of the departure of that course over the summation of the absolute value of the departure ng course na yun. Okay? Okay? And for CL is equals to negative CL multiplied by, kung ito departure, ngayon naman sa latitude naman tayo magbe-base. So, the latitude of that course over the summation of the absolute value of the latitude. Okay? And for the correction, ganun lang ulit, corrected distance natin, corrected length natin. L prime squared is given by the departure, depth prime squared, plus lat prime squared. Makukuha natin ngayon yung tamang linear natin, yung tamang line natin, by getting the corrected departure, which is the depth prime and the lat prime. Okay? So, ganito, tingnan natin yung ating first sample problem. Sa ating first sample problem, okay, so sa first sample problem number 1 natin, ito yung binigay. Given are the observed data per traverse obtained from transit tape survey. Determine the latitude and departure of each course and balance these quantities by employing the compass rule. And also determine the linear error closure or the LEC, the bearing of the side of the error or bearing, beta, and the relative precision of closure. So, ang gamitin natin dito is using the compass rule. Gamitin muna natin siya ng compass rule para masolve natin yung LEC, beta, and the relative precision. So, kunin muna natin, unang pinapahanap sa problem natin is the departure and latitude of each course. May mga given values tayo for the stations of AB, BC, CD, DE, and EA. Okay? Then, given din yung mga lengths niya and also its bearing. So, binigay yung direction ng mga bearings natin. So, what does it signifies, no? Bakit ba merong direction yung mga bearings natin? Doon nyo kasi malalaman if the departure or the latitude is going to be positive or negative. So, heavily reliant yan sa direction natin ng bearing. Okay? So, paano ba natin malalaman if the departure and latitude will be both positive or negative? Okay? Gawin natin. Sabihin natin, meron ka dito. Ito yung mga lines mo. Okay? Balikan lang natin. Paano natin malalaman? So, tandaan nyo lang itong method na ito. Okay? Pag north, wala. Okay? Tandaan nyo lang itong technique na ito. Okay? Kapag yung direction ng ating line is papunta kay north, that will be positive. Kapag ang direction niya naman is papunta kay south o downward, that will be negative. Ganon din naman sa ating east and west direction, kapag towards east siya, ito siya kay east, that will be positive. And kapag towards, naman siya, south, at towards west, that will be negative. So, doon natin malalaman kung ano yung magiging sign ng departure at latitude natin. Okay, so tingnan natin dito. Sabihin natin, ito yung mga bearings mo. This will be your bearings. Okay. Okay. Kunin natin yung kanyang departure at saka latitude. Okay. So, kung dito, yung departure natin, papunta siya kay, lagay natin, north, south, east, and west. So, kung papunta siya sa kanan, papunta siya kay east, your departure, kapag ang direction ng iyong kapag ang direction ng iyong bearing ay northeast, your departure is positive, ating depth. Departure is positive. Upward siya, papunta siya kay east, tapos papunta siya kay north. Positive din ang iyong latitude. Okay, what if naman southeast yung direction niya? Southeast yung direction ng bearing natin. So, papunta siya kay east, that is positive yung departure natin. Okay, papunta siya kay south, ang ating magiging latitude dyan ngayon ay negative. Paano naman kapag southwest ang direction ng ating bearing? So, papunta siya kay west, ang departure natin will be negative. Papunta siya kay south, our latitude will be negative. And lastly, kapag northwest yung direction ng bearing natin, so papunta siya kay west, that is, the departure will be negative. Papunta siya kay north, the latitude will be positive. So, yan lang naman yung technique na kailangan yung tandaan in order to know the sign convention of our departure and our latitude. So, proceed na tayo ngayon mag-compute ng departure at bearings natin. At departure at latitudes natin. Okay? Tandaan natin yung mga formulas natin dito. No? So, for the departure, that is L sine ng beta. So, for the departure ng ating AB, that is just 647.25 sine ng ating beta na 53 degrees 04 minutes and 43 seconds. Okay? So, may makukuha kayo yung departure. The departure of AB is equal to, solve ko lang, 517.4508. Okay, so ito ngayon yung departure ng AB natin. Positive ba siya or negative? Tingnan natin yung direction ng ating bearing. Ang bearing natin ay southeast. Okay? Kung southeast siya, ang ating departure dito sa southeast ay positive. Pagdating natin kay latitude, ang formula natin for latitude is L cosine ng bearing. Okay? So, latitude ng AB, that is equal to the line 647.25 cosine ng 53 degrees 04 minutes and 43 seconds. Okay? So, yung latitude ng AB will be equal to 388.8152. But, tingnan ulit natin kung ano yung direction niya. Southeast. So, ang latitude natin, pagdating kay southeast ay negative. So, ang ating latitude for AB is negative 388.8152. Okay? So, ganun lang naman siya. Ganun na rin sa mga succeeding natin. Ganun na rin yung gagawin nyo to compute for the latitude and departure. Pero may isa pa akong tuturo to determine departure and latitude without using L sine ng beta and L cosine ng beta. Okay? So, gawin na natin to. Para ma-determine natin if the value is para ma-determine natin yung departure and latitude without using the sign, L sine beta and L cosine ng beta, pwede tayong gumamit ng rectangular coordinates. So, ang rectangular coordinates is given by its x and y values. Eh, yung departure natin, di ba, that is your x, and latitude mo, that is your y. So, pwede natin siyang gamitin in terms of its rectangular coordinates. Pwede rin naman mag-polar, pero mas madali gumamit ang departure and latitude. Okay? So, ang gawin natin dyan, so compute, kasi nga, paano siya naging x? Ito yung x coordinate mo. Ito yung y coordinate mo. Okay? So, may x and y ka, pwede kang gumamit nung Caltech natin dito. So, paano yung Caltech natin? So, using Caltech, gawin nyo lang dyan, mag-shift kayo, tapos, pindutin nyo, rec. Then, input nyo yung mga values natin. So, distance natin dyan is 637.25. And then, for the angle, 90 minus 53 degrees, 04 minutes, and 43 seconds. So, bakit tayo nag-minus sa 90? Kasi sa calcul ninyo, ang nire-read na yung angle nandito. But since yung bearing nandito, kailangan natin i-minus din sa 90 degree para makuha natin ito. Yung ating angle dito sa baba, yung ating alpha. Kasi yun ang nire-read ng calcul natin. So, ang gawin nyo is mag 90 minus 53 degrees, 90 minus beta na lang kayo in order to get the departure x and y. So, may makukuha kayong x and y values dyan. So, that will be your departure. And then, yung y value mo, that will be your latitude. And then, i-apply mo ngayon yung principle natin dito. Okay? Ano na, malalaman kung yung departure mo, positive or negative. That will give you the same value for departure and latitude dito. Same lang ang ibibigay sa inyo ng calculator. Okay? So, hindi ko na i-compute lahat to. So, I'll just give you the departure and latitude, yung mismong value na natin ng departure and latitude. Again, ito yung makukuha ng departures using the calculator techniques or the formula. And for the latitude, ito naman yung makukuha. Okay? How do we compute for CD naman? So, may formula tayo for CD. Okay? CD is given by the formula negative CD or D over T. Okay? So, try natin kuhanin sa AB lang and then kayo na mag-try compute yung ating BC, CD, CE, and EA para ma-practice nyo na kung paano isolve ito. Okay? For the CD, that's negative. Ano ba yung magiging CD natin? Summation nitong lahat ng ito. So, 517 plus 5.9661 plus 192 plus negative 590 plus negative 125. Ito ngayon yung magiging CD mo, which is 0.0256. So, substitute mo yung value na yan, 0.0256 multiplied by the distance of the course. Ano yung distance ng course natin for AB? Okay? Ang distance natin dyan ay ito, 647.25. So, 647.25 all over the perimeter. So, kung nyo lang yung summation mo, 647 plus 203 plus 720 plus 610 plus 285, makukuha mo yung perimeter na 2,466. So, 2,466, makukuha nyo yung value ni CD is, CD ng AB is negative 0.0067, which is yun yung value ng ating AB. Okay? So, ganun na lang din yan. Ang papalitan nyo na lang dyan is ito. So, ito na lang ang papalitan nyo dyan. Papalitan nyo ng 200.03, 203.03, 720.85, 610.24, and 285.13 to compute etong ating mga CD. Okay? Afterwards, compute naman natin ang ating CL. So, the formula for CL is negative CL times D over P. Okay? So, kunin natin yung CL ng AB. That is negative. Ano yung CL natin? Summation naman nitong latitude natin. So, negative 388 plus negative 202 plus 694 plus 153 plus negative 255, makukuha mo yung ating CL, which is 0.0760. Okay? So, negative 0.0760 multiply natin ngayon. Dumamit ako ng grade. 0.0760 multiplied by the distance of the course na ano yung distance ng course natin? 647.25 all over the perimeter na 2,466 CL ng AB natin ngayon ay negative 0.0200, which gave us yung value natin na 8. So, kayo na ulit ang mag-compute ng mga succeeding natin to compute yung ating mga susunod na CL. Okay? Intindihan? Ngayon, kuhanin naman natin yung depth prime mo. So, paano naman natin makukompute yung tinatawag na depth prime at saka lat prime? So, to get the corrected departure and corrected latitude, ang formula lang dyan ay ganito. For the corrected depth, that is equal to the departure plus the CD. For the latitude, lat prime, corrected lat, is latitude plus CL. Okay? So, etong departure, i-add mo lang dito sa CD, at yung latitude, i-add mo lang dito sa CL. Okay? Add mo lang dyan. So, mag-try tayo ng isa, then yung mga succeeding, kayo na ulit mag-compute. Depth prime ng ating AB, that is the departure 517.4508 plus negative 0.0067. Your departure, corrected departure ng AB ay 517.4441. Okay? That is now your value for the corrected departure. Okay? Ayan. Next, for the latitude naman, lat prime ng ating AB, that is equals to the latitude ng AB, which is negative 388.8152 plus negative 0.0200. The corrected latitude ng ating AB is equal to negative 388.8352. Okay? Ngayon, nakuha na natin yung corrected lat ng ating AB. So, again, kayo na mag-compute ng mga succeeding natin to get these values, corrected departures and corrected latitude. And afterwards, pwede na tayong mag-summation at pag-summation natin sa kanya, mag-equal na siya sa 0. Ibig sabihin, na-correct na natin siya. Okay? Na-correct na natin yung ating given values. Now, compute na natin yung mga pinapahanap pa sa problem. Let's compute for the LEC. LEC is equals to the square root of CD squared plus CL squared. So, substitute lang natin yung value. Ang CD natin ay 0.0256 squared plus 0.0760 squared. Your LEC, linear error closure, is equals to 0.0802. Okay? Next, for the bearing naman, kunin natin yung bearing. So, paano ba natin makukuha yung bearing? Arctan lang, since, ano nga yan? Right triangle yan. Arctan ng ating CD over CL. So, CD over CL lang. So, equal sa arctan ng CD. CD is 0.0256 all over sa CL na 0.0760. Okay, ang angle na makukuha natin, ang bearing na makukuha natin dyan is 18.6 degree. So, ano ngayon yung direction niya? So, kailangan natin magkaroon ng direction dito kasi ito ay bearing. So, paano natin malalaman? Nakita nyo, yung CD parehas positive pati yung CL. So, sa makatuwid, northeast ang magiging direction natin dito. So, northeast ang ating value for the bearing. And for the relative precision, RP is equals to LEC over P lang. So, that is equal to 0.0802 over 2466. So, your RP is equals to 1 over 307.48.13, or i-round down nyo lang to get the relative precision. 1 over 307.48. 100. Okay? Ito na ngayon yung ating final answers. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, northeast ang ating naging direction, 18 degree. Most likely, sa CD, nagkaroon ng blanco. Dito nagkaroon ng error. Most likely dyan. No. Kaya hindi siya nagkaroon tayo ng correction. Kaya hindi siya nag-zero noong unang departure and latitude niya. Nag-zero pa lang siya nung kinorek na natin siya. Okay? So that will be our first our sample problem for the first rule, which is yung compass group. Okay, so nakuha na naman natin yung departure and latitude kanina. So okay na tong departure and latitude. So sa ating sample problem number 2, ito yung sinabi. Given are the observed data for traverse obtained from a transit tape survey, determine the latitude and the departure of each course, and balance these quantities by employing the transit rule. So sinabi dito, in-specify sa problem that we're going to use the transit rule. Okay? So, ganun din, pinapahanap din yung linear error of closure or the LEC, the bearing of the side of the error, yung bearing, and the relative precision. Okay? So, umpita natin yung departure and latitude. So, to get the CD and CL, ganun lang ulit, summation lang ulit yan, itong lahat ng ito. Okay? So, ang magbabago lang naman dyan is yung formula natin for CD and CL. Ano ba yung formula natin for CD sa transit rule? Okay? Formula for the transit rule is negative CD multiplied by the absolute value of the departure of the course over the summation of the departure ng absolute value natin. Okay, so paano natin yan gagawin? So to get the summation of the departure, para makuha natin yung summation ng departure, ito, absolute value ng departure, gawin lang natin is i-add natin tong lahat, pero itong lahat ng mga negative dito magiging positive na. Okay, so makatuwid, 517 plus 5 plus 192 plus 590 plus 125. Hindi na natin isasama yung mga negative. Okay? So pag kinuha natin yan, yung value natin for the summation of departure is equal to i-add ko lang. Okay? 517.4508 plus 5.966 plus 192.8888 plus 590.5647 plus 125.7154. So the summation is 1,432.5858. So ngayon, yun yung isa-substitute natin dito. Okay, substitute natin. So for example, kunin natin yung CD ng AB. That is equal to the absolute value, negative 0.0256 multiplied by the absolute value of the departure, 647.25, all over the summation natin na 1,432.5858. Okay? So, kapag sinubtract natin yan, 647, dinivide natin yan, 647.25 divided by 1,432.5858, you will get times natin sa 0.0256. Okay, you will get negative 0. Scientific calco ko lang. Scientific. 0.0256 times 647 sorry, hindi pala siya 647. Kaya pamali yung nakakuha ko. Okay? This is departure na 517.4508. Okay? So, 517.4508 all over 1432.5858. So, makukuha natin negative 0.00 dito. So, tama yung nandito. Negative 0.00 5.92. Okay? So, ito. So, sa mga succeeding, ang papalitan nyo na lang dyan is yung departure, yung 517, magiging 5.9661, 192, 590, and 125. Makukuha nyo yung mga values natin for CD. And for CL naman, ang formula natin for CL using the transit rule is negative CL, latitude, absolute value ng latitude, over the summation of the absolute value ng latitude. Okay, kunin natin yung summation ng latitude. So, summation ng latitude, absolute value, that is equal to 388.8152 plus 202.9423. Tandaan nyo, absolute value, so hindi na magmamate yung mga negative signs na. 694.0447 plus 153.7083 plus 255.9195. So, ang magiging value natin for the summation of latitude is 1,693.95.43. So, 1,695.43. Substitute natin yan dito. Ang CL natin na ito, negative 0.0760. For CL ng AB, okay? So, multiplied by absolute value ng latitude, magiging 388.8152 all over the absolute value ng summation ng latitude, 1695.43. So, makukuha nating value for the latitude, CL, is negative 0.017, so, which is, ayun. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo na lang ulit dyan para makuha nyo to, i-substitute nyo yung value ng ating BC, CT, DE, and EP. So, makukuha nyo mga values ng CL natin dito. Negative 0.0091, negative 0.011, 311, negative 0.0069, and negative 0.0115. So, to get the departure, the corrected depth, and lot, same principle na lang ulit na ginawa natin kanina. Okay, so to get the corrected depth, that is departure plus CD, and for the latitude plus the CL. Okay? So, makukuha natin dyan 517.4415 and negative 388.8326. So, same dito, 5.9661 plus negative 0.001 and negative 202.9423 plus negative 0.0091. Makukuha nyo is yung ating, sumabay. Tama. Makukuha nyo 5.9660 and negative 202.9514. So, ganun na lang din dito. Yan. Tapos, sa latitude sa CL. Hanggang makuha nyo lahat ng values natin for corrected depth and corrected lot. And then, pag sinamation natin siya, it will be equal to 0. Now, to solve for the next question, ito na lang ulit yun. Ito na lang ulit yun. Same na yung principle na makukuha natin lang. Wala naman nagbago kasi for CD and CL. So, parehas lang yung makukuha natin na value ng LEC, bearing, at saka relative precision. So, ito pa din yung magro-roll sa atin. Ang magbabago lang dyan is yung CD and CL, corrected depth and corrected lot, based sa compass or transit rule man ginamit natin.